morning, good afternoon, good day sa lahat ng ating tagapakinig at taga-subaybayan. Welcome to the Season 2 of Wednesdays with Diana, the podcast. And because Season 2 na ngayon, so may mga little, level up yung games natin, yung game natin. So we will also have this recording available in YouTube. So, it's called, hindi lang siya podcast, vlogcast. Kasi parang vlog siya na podcast. Ganon. And for this episode, parang isang series actually siya. So, we will have a whole series that is very special to my heart. And this series is entitled, The Strong and Independent Woman. So, for sure, you're excited to hear all about this. Bakit nga ba strong and independent woman? Malalaman you all throughout. And I'm so excited to have the first episode. And yung first episode pa lang natin, very packed na siya with inspiration and affirmation if you were a woman who's listening. And I hope that this message, that this episode will touch you. And of course, this is Diana. And I will be joined for today with very amazing and special ladies who I also consider, Nung naisip ko while I was planning for this episode, sila talaga yung iisip ko na i-guest for the episode 1, and I'm so excited and so glad that we're able to make it, yung mga schedules ng mga strong and independent woman natin na ito, very empowered. So, I will be introducing to you our guests for this episode. First na guest natin is, eto pala, itong mga sisters na to, I got to know them through a Light of Jesus Qatar. So, and I'm so blessed to have the spiritual community with me dito sa Qatar. And ayun, naging gateway for me to know such inspiring and amazing, faithful women such as this. So, yung first guest natin, eto siya. She is a nurse by profession but a baker by heart at kilala ng nakararami. Madami siyang guestings ngayon eh. Madami siyang appearances, especially sa mga sa newspaper, and she's everywhere. She is, of course, Sis Chris. Hi, Sis Chris.
Hello!
Ayan, on natin ang ayon. Okay na ba yung video?
Hi! Surprise!
Welcome! Thank you, Sis Chris. Of course, yan ang ating isa pa lang yan sa mga guests natin. But now, we will be joined by another amazing and beautiful teacher. Siya naman, kung yung first guest natin, isang baker. Ito naman, napakadakilang teacher. Of course, we will be joined by the amazing Teacher Vham. Hi, Sis Vham.
Hi! Good morning po. Good day.
Ayan.
Amazing teacher. Pressure.
Pressure. I-describe kita. Oh. Okay. And of course, yung ating third and last but not the least na ating guest for today is isang dakila ito, baker. Tapos we have a teacher. Syempre, we have sounds like din siya. Din dapat. Mother. Dapat din. So, amazing, amazing din. A fantastic mother. Sister Therese!
Yay!
Hello! Good morning, good afternoon, good day.
Diba? Nag-video check at saka mic check na kami kanina. So, Lord, kayo na pong bahala sa mga connection namin.
Lord.
We're so excited to have this. May mga kami? May mga guide questions. So, yung first question, so that, later on, along the conversations namin, chikahan lang kasi to. So, parang, lang kayo, parang, nasa ba kami? Nasa Caribou or nasa cafe?
Coffee shop.
Coffee shop lang kami. Tapos, kayo, nakikinig lang, ha? So, kunwari, wala talaga kayo. Ayun.
Kami lang to.
Ayun. So, yun nga, yung episode series at saka yung episode 1 is entitled The Strong and Independent Woman. So, gusto kong malaman, yung first question natin is, yun, what is a strong and independent woman? Who or what, parang ganun, who or what is a strong and independent woman? Ano yung description natin sa, for you, sis Chris?
Okay, ako ba una? Hindi naman pang Miss Universe yung tanong.
Yeah.
Hindi, para sa akin, it's just a simple being contented within yourself, finding your own happiness within yourself, and finding validation not with the people around you, but with God. So,
Wow.
how I define them, strong and independent women.
Wow. Hindi na. Oh my gosh, parang nga, pang Miss Universe.
Miss Universe? Beauty Queen?
Yun, thank you, sis Chris. Yun, gusto ko yun, yung yung hindi talaga, yung hindi ka kailangang maghanap ng validation from anyone. That's very strong and independent. Teacher Vham! Si Teacher Vham naman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ayun, a strong and independent woman for me, the person who can acknowledge all her flaws, shortcomings, and at the same time, in-acknowledge din niya yung strength niya. But at the end of it, naniniwala siya na kailangan marunong siyang magtiwala kay God. Na whatever the decisions that she will make, she will trust the God's will.
Wow, that's beautiful. Yay! Gaganda ng mga definition ng mga eto. That's correct, no? Very, which is very bihira, kumbaga, for us ladies to admit, kumbaga, yun nga, yung vulnerabilities, yung mga weaknesses natin. But actually, yun nga, in admitting those, dun talaga magka-come out yung strengths natin. Thank you, Sis Vham. And, of course, let's hear it from our mama nurtures. Sister Therese.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Nga pala, Sis Diana, thank you for inviting me personally. Tagal-tagal na nating nag-uusap about this, no? Pero after years, I think, mga 3 years na yata. So, finally, it's here. It's alive. So, ayan. Anyway, for me, I totally agree dun sa sinabi ni Sis Chris saka ni Sis Vham. For me, parang a combination of both. Being a strong and independent woman very well knows her strengths, but at the same time, she's also very acquainted with her weaknesses in such a way that she's not afraid to laugh at her own mistakes, at her own shortcomings, and kasi kapag mahal mo yung sarili mo, the good and the bad side of it, parang hindi ka madaling mapikon, hindi ka madaling sa mga mapaaway, ganun, diba? So, syempre, her faith is also anchored on God. So, yun yung parang binds those being strong and being independent is mawawala yun if your faith in God is not there. So, yan.
Yay, thank you. Oh, grabe. Busog na busog ako. Introduction na. First question pa lang yan. I'm sure na, sobrang inspired na agad ang ating, ang nasa kabilang table. Nasa kabilang table. Nakakatuwa kasi, yun talaga. Una pa lang kasi strong and independent. Yung common talaga sa mga pinagsasabi natin is yun nga, yung faith talaga anchored kay God. So, which only says na, yung strength talaga of a strong and independent woman does not come from her, pero from her faith, from her God, from her Creator. So yun, ngayon, yung gusto kong malaman, magchikahan tayo kung how did you come out to be as strong as you are right now? So, para malaman din yung mga, natin, yung mga tagapakinig natin, yung life story, kumbaga. Of course, minsan bago tayo, hindi naman tayo pinanganak na parang, ay, ganito agad, sobrang brave and sobrang, kumbaga, mapalaban sa buhay. So, yun, Sis Chris, the making of the Chris 'Di ba?
Okay, sige. I'll try to make it short.
Mm.
Sana maiksian ko siya. Pero actually, I'm aware na parang ganun ka pala ka-strong as perceived by other people around you. Doon ko na lang siya na-recognize na because of the people, nagsasabi na you are a strong independent woman. So, bakit nga ba? As I reflect, siguro, bata pa kasi ako, siguro I've seen my mother, how she struggled raising up yung 6 children. So, ako kasi yung pinakabunso. So, kahit bata ka, na-recognize ko na kung ano nangyayari sa paligid ko. And my father kasi is a soldier. So, that time, so, lagi siyang wala sa bahay. Lagi siyang naka-distinto saan. So, yung mother ko lang yung naiiwan sa amin. And to raise yung 6 children, tatlo yata silang nasa college that time and 2 na nasa high school. And considering naman yung income ng father ko is not that enough to send us to provide all our needs. Siguro my mother, siya yung gumawa ng paraan din. She parang decided to rent a part of our house para magkaroon kami ng extra income. And until nung college ako, nakikita ko how my mother is struggling. So siguro yung naging big impact sa akin. And growing up, hindi kasi napoprovide. I mean, we are provided yung mga basic needs namin. But other than that, hindi yon like for example lang, gagandang laruan. Hindi ako, personally, hindi ko yung experience. And to be surrounded by friends na alam mong mas nakakaangat, doon mo lang siya na-experience. And you're always asking na, bakit ganon? Bakit sila may magandang laruan? So, ako, nanghiram lang ako. So, naka-experience ako magkaroon ng Barbie. Because it's just a gift from mga ninang. Pero ikaw sa sarili mo, it was provided for you by your parents. Hindi nga kasi walang extra. So, growing up, nakikita mo sa paligid mo na sila, they can have what they want, pero ikaw, hindi. So, yun siguro yung tumatak sa isip ko. And looking back at those things, yung mga pinagdaanan, and your family member in and out of the hospital, I've been witness that. Especially yung sister ko na was operated, brain operation. Siguro, if you look at those things na pinagdaanan mo when you were young, yun yung nag-mold sa'yo. And you thank God for that na nangyari as I look back to that now. Kasi yun yung pruning process mo on kung sino ka naging ngayon. So I think that yun yung naging siguro life struggles, yun yung naging contributor of who I am now.
That's correct. Nakakatawa kasi not everyone, kumbaga lahat naman tayo may mga struggles, pero iba yung grace, kumbaga na that you have, na you used it to be your parang stepping stone and to be your tool, kumbaga to be what and who you are today. Yun, sis Bam naman, kantahan mo kami.
Ayan, sige. Pag-iiksiin ko lang din. I'll try. Hindi, siguro the making of Sis Vham. Dito lang naman ako sa Qatar natawag talaga na Teacher Vham or Sis Vham. Normally, kilala nila ako sa Philippines na Binibining Gilario. Yes. Lakas sa binibini, di ba? Yan. Siguro, as a member of yung family namin kasi na, syempre, parliamentary tayo na palaging nasusunod ay yung tatay. Diba? Yung palagi nasusunod yung lalaki sa bahay. Since sa family member, ako lang yung isang babae at saka yung nanay ko, at saka yung mama ko. So most of the time, ang may voice sa family namin ay mga lalaki at saka yung tatay ko. Sila yung palaging nagde-decide. Tapos siguro growing up, andun ako palagi sa estado na nakikipag-compete ako sa mga kapatid ko. At saka nandun yung palaging may validation from my father, from my tatay, dahil stricto din yung tatay ko. Hanggang sa nakatapos ako ng pag-aaral, nagtatrabaho ko. Iniisip ko before na kompleto yung pagkatao ko, yung aspeto ng pagkatao ko na minold ng society, ng family. Tapos as teacher, syempre, kinakikitaan ko yung sarili ko noon na kaya ko lahat ng haharapin ko. Kasi lagi kong iniisip na bago ako gumawa ng desisyon, pinag-iisipan ko to, ginagawa ko to. But then hindi pala. Kasi nung dumating ako dito sa Qatar, lahat ng kung anong meron ako na nasa Pilipinas, iba yung meron ako dito sa Doha. Tapos dumagdag yung mga problema sa Pilipinas na wala ako. No, normally kung nandun ako, nagagawan ko ng solusyon. Pero since hindi ako nandun physically, tapos nandito ako sa Doha, sa Qatar, ang hirap para sa akin na tanggapin dati na wala akong magawa. Yung pruning stage, napakahirap. Kaya masasabi ko siguro, working in progress ako as a woman of having a strong and or being a strong and independent. So working progress ako. Kasi yung pruning stage, mahirap talaga, at saka talagang kailangan ng deep na understanding doon sa way ni God kung paano mo dapat i-acknowledge yung mga nangyayari sa iyo, yung mga nangyayari sa akin. So yun na, nung nangyari kay mama, actually first tatay ko nung tatay ko inoperahan. Tapos sumunod, siguro after 2 years, si mama naman, nakoma siya. Tapos, recently, itong itong pandemic time, sunod-sunod yung nangyari sa akin. Nagkasakit yung tatay ko ulit. Pagkatapos niyan, nawalan ako ng work. Nawalan ako ng trabaho. Pero, masasabi ko na malaki yung bagay na nasa isang community ka. Kasi yung community, yun yung nagpaunawa sa akin, saka nagpakita sa akin ng na not to be fearful, but instead you have to be faithful. Ganun yung nagiging transition ko, na you have really to trust the unknown. Ibig sabihin nun, when you're trusting the unknown, you are trusting God's plan for you. So, yun yung the making of Sis Vham now. Yan lang for the meantime. Thank you.
Grabe, busog na busog ako. Sabi mo summary, pero sa summary na yun. Sobrang packed, nakakatuwa. Yun, actually, ayoko na kayong tanungin, gusto ko lang makinig. Magtitake down. Buti na lang recorded to, tsaka pwedeng pa ulit-ulitin kasi gusto ko yung mga pinagsasabi niyo. Ayun, faithful, not fearful. Tapos pa ba? Yung deep understanding of the will of the Lord. Oh, di ba? Ayoko na. Magkwentuhan na lang kayo dyan. Sige, yun yung the making. Di ba ganon sa mga movies? Di ba? May the making, mga behind the scenes, ganon. So, ganito naman tayo. Another artista.
Yes! My goodness! Ayan. So, the making of Therese. Ako naman, kasi I was raised up being the only girl, tapos middle child pa. So, parang, alam mo yun, it already, speaks about parang, black sheep of the family, mga ganon, diba? Tapos, since I was, surrounded by the men, my kuya and si Papa, tapos yung bunso. So, nung pinapalaki ako ni Papa, parang he always tells me to, if hindi ko kayang higitan yung opposite sex, I should always be at par with them. So I have always been really strong and independent, but nagustuhan ko yung pina-describe mo sa amin kung ano ibig sabihin nun. Kasi before, that description was kind of twisted and not anchored kay God at all, diba? So I was strong, I was independent because feeling ko parang I'm really one of the boys, or kung ang kasama ko puro babae, ako parang protector nila ako. Na hindi yung sa hindi yung sa physically, pero pag may nang-away, tapos kaibigan ko yan, ako talaga yung parang babackupan kita ganyan. Pero when you say you're strong and you're independent, it doesn't mean that you can be taklesa, you can be parang you can say whatever you want to say, you can do whatever you want to do. But before, that was how I thought that being strong and being independent was. Because, syempre, hindi ko pa rin kilala si Lord noon. And honestly, my family, we go to church, but, it's just that, you go to church on Sundays and that's it. So we really don't know, we're not really immersed with, God's words and living it truly, in our lives. So, growing up, akala ko okay yung gano'n na parang, I can speak my mind. Parang wala akong pakialam kung masaktan ka or basta pag ako, nasabi ko na yung gusto kong sabihin, okay na ako, move on na ako doon. But, unknowingly, or I was unaware that I was hurting a lot of people, and talagang iba pala talaga yung words, no? Parang talagang it pierces through your soul, your mind, your heart, ganyan. So but back then I was so proud that I can do that. But then of course, as you get to know God, then you are humbled by His words and the experiences that you go through, and then you realize that parang, so that means being independent doesn't mean that you can do so many things like whenever you want them to do. It's being able to do those things, but you chose not to. For example, you are thinking of a bad thing to do, so you choose not to do it because you know that people can get hurt, or you are affecting people's emotions, and basta yung ganong path. So for me, it was a journey to really break that mindset na that was instilled in me. But siguro it's not, I know naman, syempre lahat naman tayo na kung ano yung binigay, kung paano tayo pinalaki ng mga magulang natin, they only kung ano yung iniisip nila, alam naman nila yun, parang they were only thinking na para kung ano yung makakabuti sa atin. But of course, syempre tayo, as we are growing up, we are getting to know a lot of truths, diba? And pwedeng based on facts, based on science, as we get to know also God, then we get to have that understanding that, okay, this is the truth, and this is God's truth, diba? So we are able to combine them, and in that transition period, then dun ko na-realize na, okay, so I needed to, I can say this upfront, but I will choose not to right now because I know na it's not the right time, or I respect na hindi niya pa ma-accept kung ano yung sabihin ko. But, in time, with prayers and, discernment and all of these things, then dun mas lalong na-filter yung namomold yung character mo, yung emotions mo, diba? And yung decisions mo and everything. So, ayun, from being the bad kind of strong and independent through how I was raised, and then my journey knowing God from where I am now. So, parang, yun talaga yung making of kung sino yung nakikita nyo ngayon. Parang gano'n. So, yun yung making me Therese.
Tapos yun lang yung summary na nitong series. Gusto kong point out, usually, diba, sa society natin.
Sinabi ko ba sinabi?
Di ba yung sinasabi sa atin, especially parang na ano tayong mga kababaihan, yung mga, na ano nga, na parang, yun nga talaga, na wag kapag sinasabi mo na you're a strong and independent woman, na parang you have the license to do anything that you want to do just because you want to do it, even to the expense, kumbaga, of hurting other people just for you to.
Other people.
Oo, di ba? Na parang, ang dami natin ngayong ano, parang lahat nilalaban natin. But it doesn't really, yun nga, nakakatawa. That's true. Kaya nakita natin, yun nga, thank you for sharing, na sabi mo ngayong, yung twisted idea of being a strong and independent woman versus na ngayon sa kung ano talaga yung definition nun, because now you have you're anchored in the faith. So yung truth of the world versus God's truth. That's so true. Wala na, yun na, finish na. So, ayun. Sige, salamat sisters. Yung pag-usapan naman natin ngayon, yung yung mga role models natin. Kanina, yun, telling your stories, 'di ba? May mga talaga, may mga characters kumbaga. So, can you tell me about the characters of women or men man ito na naka-impluwensya kumbaga to the kind of woman that you are now? Sige, Sis Vham. Para maiba naman yung cycle.
Ako agad, huminga lang ako. Honestly, ever since naman, kahit nung nasa Philippines pa ako, nililook up ko si Saint Therese. Yeah, si Saint Therese. Kasi sa kanya ko nakilala na yung service kay God na all out. Diba? Seeing her sa television dati, tapos reading all her experiences, kung saan siya pumupunta. Kumbaga, sa kanya ko nakuha na yung sinabi niya before na hindi dahil malapit ka sa Panginoon, ligtas ka na sa mga pagsubok. Diba? Hindi siya assurance na hindi ka magkakaroon ng pagsubok. Sa kanya ko natuklasan yung the more na lumalapit ka sa kanya, the more na susubukan ka, pero the more na mas makikilala mo yung sarili mo, kung ano yung relasyon mo sa Panginoon. Ayun, si Saint Therese. Tapos mas pa yun, parang mas naging malalim pa nung nga, nagturo ako dati sa Sacred Heart sa Parañaque. So, yung mga friend namin or yung mga co-teacher ko rin na sisters, they are telling to us or sharing to us yung mga ginagawa ni Saint Therese. And then, recently, kasi nung time din na nagkaroon ako ng anxiety, nito lang pandemic time, siguro God's will din, napanood ko si Father Jerry. Si Father Jerry Orbo, sobrang laki ng influence niya sa akin. God's will na pinapanood niya sa akin yung talk niya dun sa SBD. Tapos simula nun, lagi ko nang pinapanood yung mga talk ni Father Jerry. Kasi the way na hinahandle niya yung mga sitwasyon ng bawat tao, siya mismo bilang isang individual, bilang isang tao, pinakita niya na tao din siya. Na hindi dahil pari ka or ano man yung profession mo sa buhay, assurance mo yun na alam mo sa sarili mo na mataas yung pagkakaligtas mo sa mga bagay na nakagaya ng pagkakasakit, yung pagiging malungkot. Pero Father Jerry let me realize na ang problema ng tao, pare-parehas tayo pwede tayong maging pare-parehas ng problema, pero iba-iba tayo ng paraan kung paano natin dadalhin. At yung pagdadala na yun ay nasa sayo kung paano mo ipapakita na nasa iyo si God. Doon ako na nagising nung sinabi ni Father Jerry na paano mo dadalhin yung problema. Kasi sa totoo lang, pagka sinasabi ko kasi dati na nahihiya ako, to be honest, yung nahihiya ako na 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 alam ko sa sarili ko na Catholic ako, Christian ako. Pero andun yung fear nung time na yon, andun yung fear. Tapos nakita ko na merong kagaya ni Father Jay na may pinagdaanan siya na between life and death. Pero in-acknowledge niya yung sarili niya na God will work for him. So, yun. Simula nun. Isa na si Father Jerry aside from Saint Therese.
Ang dami kong notes. Ayun. So, thank you, Sis Vham. Sis Therese.
Trivia mo na ako since nakitsikahan lang naman tayo dito, diba?
Siyempre.
Did you know that si Sis Vham, naging teacher yan ng batch ko?
Alam mo, hindi ko alam kung na yan ang sasabihin mo.
One portion.
Unscripted naman to eh. Pinaalala niya kasi, yung sinabi niyang Sacred Heart, doon ako nag-grade school. Pero hindi ako nag-high school doon.
Salamat.
Tinuruan niya.
Okay. Acknowledge natin yan. Kung hindi siguro siya transfer ng high school, malamang naging estudyante ko siya. Kasi yung mga batchmates niya, naging estudyante ko hanggang 4th year high school.
Malamang favorite teacher ko siya.
Nag-cruise pa rin yung landas. Diba?
Diba? Imagine, dito pa kami nakita niya na. Tapos ang tawag ko sa kanya, Teacher Vham, para siyang, bigla siyang tumalon-talon. Parang wag mo ko tawagin.
Sabi ko sa kanya, tinabihan niya ako, naging estudyante ba kita?
Nakakabigyan ni Therese.
First time na lang yata narinig ni Sis Diane, eh, no? Tama ba?
Oo, hindi ko alam. Diba?
Ayun. So, follow niyo siya, mga students. Joke lang. Joke lang. Pero love ko yan, syempre.
I love you too.
Ayun. Anyway, sa akin naman, role models, marami. Sobrang dami role models. Pero yung as of the moment, yung naalala ko, siguro 3. First one, kilala niyo ba si Tita Brené Brown? Tita eh. No? Ano siya? She's an author, actually. Yung isang book niya, na hindi ko pa natatapos, pero napanood ko yung Netflix niya. She wrote actually the book, Dare to Lead. Pero yung, before ko pa nabasa yung book niya, yung nakita kong Netflix na ginawa niya, documentary, was about, she was talking about vulnerability. Ayan. Which is, for me, claiming to be strong and independent, like being vulnerable would be the last thing that I would want to parang share with people, because for me that was not being strong and independent before, diba? So natuwa ako nung sinabi niya na actually acknowledging your weaknesses and being showing your vulnerability to someone is actually being strong, diba? So, parang wait lang, bago sa akin yung concept na yun, paano yun, diba? So, doon ako na sa kanya, parang ganung niya, nung ginawa, yung mga shinare niya. There was this one situation na she shared about her conversation with her daughter na she lost the swimming competition. Tapos, parang tapos na lahat nung mga competitors. Tapos, she was still trying to finish her laps. And then, syempre, si Brené Brown, being the mom, she was, yes, go for it, you can do it, ganyan. And then, after she finished her laps, pumunta siya sa mommy niya. She was crying. Tapos sabi niya na, I lost, ganyan. Pero, oh my God, naiyak ako. Pero kasi yung sinabi ni Brené Brown doon na but you know what, I'm so proud of you. Kasi, alam yun, for someone, alam niya natapos na yung mga kasama niya sa mga competitors. Pero, but still, she chose to finish. what she started. And I think that's being vulnerable, Syempre kasi it's a competition. So people are, talagang waiting for the results. Parang sino yung champion, sino yung second place, sino yung third place, ganyan. So, for me, when I saw that, yung scenario na yun, sabi ko, wow, I want my family or friends, and even in my family, I want them to experience this kind of vulnerability, because when you're able to acknowledge that, parang you know you know that kunyari my son, I know na if he experiences one, he will be so much stronger, he will come out stronger. So sabi ko, ay, gusto ko yung gano'n. So kaya isa si Brené Brown. Tapos pangalawa, of course, si ano ba to? Si Michelle Obama. I'm actually currently listening to her audiobook, Becoming. So, in the past few months, actually, meron akong parang pinagdadaanan, di ba, na siguro, because after giving birth, so parang I found myself being lost. O, di ba? Parang, wait. I resigned from my job, and then I became a stay-at-home mom, and, and a full-time wife. So, I mean, I think being a wife is, hindi naman talaga tumitigilan. Pero I mean, being at home, a homemaker, 100%, like 24/7 talaga. I was very new to the experience, which parang sabi ko, wait, I'm not good at this. I'm a newbie again in this totally different ball game, and I don't know how to. I mean, I don't know where Therese is, from all of these things. So it took me quite a while, like a few months. I think parang almost a year nga to find myself again. And then I came across Michelle Obama's book, and the title is Becoming, and I said, ano kaya itong book na to? And then she said, dun sa isa sa niya, she quote, I'll quote her, pero not word per word kasi I forgot. Pero sinabi niya na, every one of us, we have our own stories to tell, and we are strong. We are stronger by owning our unique story. It doesn't matter if you're on your way, or you have achieved the things that you wanted to achieve, or again you are starting another journey. But all of us, the story of us becoming, it never ends. So I really love that, because what she actually saying, siguro in God's terms, is we are all a work in progress, diba? So as a work in progress, we never stop. We never stop improving. We never stop. Like, along the way, we will always make mistakes. But the thing is, we have tomorrow for us to get back up, and make the right decisions, and just ask again, Lord, for another chance, and just immerse ourselves in His Word and His love, and yun, para natin God's dreams for us. So, yun, si Michelle Obama yung number 2. But yung sa Bible character naman, for me, I have always been fascinated with Paul. Kasi, medyo nag-resonate yung mga teachings nga sa akin. Kasi, sometimes, the things that he preaches, parang, kung ako, nandun sa crowd where he is preaching, masasaktan ako kasi masakit siya magsalita, diba? But then, parang, oh my gosh, alam mo yung hashtag real talk, yun talaga yun eh. So, si Paul, so parang sabi ko, I kind of do the same thing, but of course, syempre, I alam ni Sis Cristo and ni Vham na, sometimes what I tell people, of course, I care for and I love, it's yung hashtag real talks ko medyo, it's really not for the faint of heart. Pero I know naman, and I pray that, kung sino man yung sasabihan ko, that they would understand where I'm coming from. It's out of love, it's out of care, it's out of, it's out of me wanting them to improve on themselves. Or maybe, if I am wrong, I'm also open to them telling me, for example, they were able to overcome kung ano man yung situation, and then they can come back to me and they can say na, I have thought of what you said and I have done a different thing, but still it made me better, So, yeah, yun yung tatlong na alala ko during our discussion right now.
Kinikilig ako. Yung mga fangirl din ako ng mga mga role models ni Sister Therese. Si Brené Brown, alam mo yun din talaga. Super, yung mga TED Talks niya, grabe, nakailang play kaya ako nung mga TED Talks niya. Yung sinabi niya na, yun nga, vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. Yun. Kaya nag-mute ako dun kasi feeling ko habang nagkakwento si Sister Therese, madami akong side caps. Sige. Yun din, every year, yung every new year, pinapangalanan ko yung year ko. Yan yung ginagawa ko. Parang I have this theme for the year. And this year, 2020, yun yung theme ko, becoming. So, kailangan kong i-stalk din si Michelle Obama. Pero isang trivia din.
So, i-guess mo na siya.
May trivia din ako. Pero about sa sarili. Dati, sobrang idol ko din si Michelle din. Yung ginagawa ko, kinukuha ko yung transcript ng mga speeches niya. Tapos, binabasa ko. Filler? Binabasa ko out loud din.
Why not? Ay, sobrang powerful ng kanyang quotes.
Inspiring talaga. Ayun, so yun lang. Tapos si Paul, wala akong masabi. Grabe yan. But that's true. There's it's one din siguro of the things that we have to talk about. Yung parang, sa SFC, meron kami lately na parang loving correction, kumbaga. Na parang, kahit even in the Bible, diba, yun nga yung parang, we need also to rebuke, especially our loved ones, our sisters din, na parang if we see that we really have to speak about the things na, kumbaga, ikakasama nila or what. So yun, but it takes a certain kind of courage talaga and the kind of relationship that we have. Thank you, Sister Therese. Si Crazy naman. Crazy girl.
Sabi niya kanina kung gusto ko daw palitan yung pangalan ko kasi nakalagay Crazy Girl. Sabi ko nga masyadong pabebe. Madami rin ako mga role models Siguro number 1, yung sinabi ko kanina is my mother. With my character kasi talaga malaki yung impact niya sa akin. Raising 6 children, she became so selfless. Sobra. Nakita ko yung struggle niya when I was a child. Until yung mga pinagdaanan namin as a family. And there's one moment in my life na hindi ko makakalimutan. Nandito na ako sa Qatar nun and my sister was brought into the hospital. Medyo mayroon siyang problem. She was about to lose her life. I talked to my mother and I was crying. Ako nang iyak. And ito lang yung sabi niya sa akin. Sabi, you have to be strong. Sabi niya. Kasi paano na lang ako. So that time I realized that she drew our strength sa amin din. So, and to send us and five of us who were able to finish ng college. Hindi na lang kami dinala sa basta-bastang school, pero sa maayos na college and sa maayos na school. That's what I admire about her. That kahit ngayon naman na malalaki na kami and most of them ay in family, she always think of our sa amin, yung namin, well-being namin. So, I honor her for being so selfless and how she were able to manage all the struggles that we experienced during that time. And second, siguro yung mga sisters in the community to remind you, they were my inspiration to remind you that yung mga achievements mo sa life, and that's mga yung mga nakamit mo. It's not actually you cannot do it alone, but you can do it with His grace. So, yun yung natutunan ko na you don't have to take credit for that because that comes from the Lord. And third, when it comes to doing my passion, ito yung mga talagang role model ko. Medyo weird. Ma-weirdan ka ba? It's Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Especially, ilang beses ko ito pinapaulit kay sisters, but watching yung life ni Michael Jordan sa Netflix. Hindi ako talaga na-subscribe sa Netflix, but napasubscribe ako dahil dun sa The Last Dance na series. I watch it and sabi ko, kasi napapanood ko siya nung bata pa ako. Talagang I'm a fan, but watching his life story, parang na-realize ko na how deep pala, yung kung ano yung may achievement siya, ayun pala yung, yung focus when it comes to doing his passion, his love, sobrang na-amazed ako doon. And whenever our students tell na, hindi ko kaya yan share, I always remind them na parang, just remember how Kobe Bryant scored a free throw with a torn Achilles tendon, and how Michael Jordan scored 40+ points during his flu game. So that would remind you that no amount of pain would stop you from doing what you love. So when it comes to dun sa passion ko, these were my total inspirations, their life stories, and how they love yung passion nila, how they give everything. And lastly, siguro sa Bible, I can relate with Mary Magdalene, especially watching The Chosen, on how sinner she was, but how life her changed when she was called by the Lord, and being one of the only women with the 12 men as a disciple, diba? And to be with God during the important events of his life, during the Last Supper, during his crucifixion, and she was the first disciple na nagpakita, diba, si Lord. I'm inspired, especially me being a sinner. Sobrang how she was called by the Lord. That yung moment na dun sa episode when God touched her face and talked to her, and sobrang talagang pumirot na you can relate to that moment kasi you reminded of that moment how you were called by the Lord to be his disciple. So those were the people that inspired me to be a strong and independent woman.
Oh, thank you, Sis Grace. No amount of pain can stop you from doing the things that you love. At saka, alam ko yon yung kay Mary Magdalene, yung paglabas niya sa bar, ganon, di ba?
Ay, yun yung unang scene. Sobrang naiyak ako doon.
Eto, feeling ko dito tayo matatagalan. Okay lang ba? Kasi yung next natin na pag-uusapan will be misconceptions. Oh, di ba? Misconceptions about the strong and independent woman. Pwede kayong mag-share ng story, ganyan. Sige, let's start with Therese.
Sige, yung sa akin, misconceptions. Well, na-touch ko na yun a bit earlier, diba? Nung nagliligawan kami ni brother.
Yes, ako all over.
Ayan.
Record.
Oo. Para panoorin niya. Para may plus points ako sa kanya. Joke lang. Ayan. Anyway, nung nagligawan kami, so, syempre hindi pa ako ganun ka, when we started dating, pero nung time na yun, kasi JC knew me before I met Christ and after meeting Christ, parang ganun, diba? So yung before, kita niya talaga na So, syempre, diba, umiinom ka, ganyan. Tapos, yung mga choice of clothings mo, parang wala pang, oh, ba yan? Nag-ano ba yan? Matin ba ng ano yan? Parang ganun, diba? So, tapos, of course, the way I also talk to people, um, nagkaroon ako ng notion na when you're strong and you're independent, parang natuwa ako kasi I could easily manipulate people's emotions. Alam mo yun? Natuwa sa for the wrong reasons. So, ayun, parang, kunyari may nanliligaw, ganyan. Pero, hindi mo naman sila gusto. Kaso lang, gusto mo yung, parang you're using them para meron kang kasama, parang gano'n, diba? So parang lalaruin mo yung emotions nila and all, tapos parang only to turn them down, ganyan. So parang medyo na-witness ni JC yun before. Tapos tatanungin niya ako, sabi niya parang, bakit mo kinakausap mo yun? Hindi mo naman yun type or hindi mo naman siya yun. Yun, so parang akala ko when you're strong and you're independent, kasi syempre siguro yung mga napapanood mo rin, diba? Like teleseries and movies, na parang makikita mo, pag strong and independent woman, naka-red dress with the red lipstick, and parang, naglalakad siya, and just everyone just staring at her, and wala siyang pakialam sa kanila, and she can get whatever she wants. Parang ganun yung notion ko before of, yun nga, strong and independent, ganyan. But then, syempre, after a few sessions sa feeds, sa community, tapos may light groups, and all, parang sabi ko, wait lang, why have I been, living a lie all these years? Pero ang sa totoo lang, ang niloloko ko talaga, sarili ko, diba? But I mean, that emptiness that I was feeling before, I was trying to take it from other people's energy or time or sources and all these things. So kung kilala niyo ako before, matutuwa kayo sa akin, pero sobrang maldita nitong, sobrang suplada, sobrang harsh talaga, parang gano'n. So, ayun nga, syempre, knowing, in the process of knowing Christ, and of course, syempre, si JC din, parang, mako-call out din talaga yung attention mo based on your daily devotionals, and then, of course, siya rin, parang, sasabihin niya sa'yo, ba't mo ginawa yun? Ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. So, it's really a good thing that you have a support system na who's not afraid to have real talks with you. Diba? Kasi otherwise, pag pinabayaan ka niyan, parang wala. Kumbaga, okay, you're trying to immerse yourself with God's Word and trying to attend these fellowships and these light groups, but hindi yun tatagos sa'yo. Hindi yun makikita sa paano ka makitungo, paano ka makipag-usap, or lalo na ngayon, for example, I'm a mom na, so imagine if hindi yun nawala sa akin, diba? So, yun yung ngayon, ang strong and independent woman, syempre iba na yung damit sa isip ko, di ba? Hindi na red dress and So parang, whatever I am comfortable wearing, whatever shoes I'm comfortable wearing, and for me, being strong and independent sa mind ko is making other people who are with me, very comfortable and very, they're happy and they're enjoying my company. So that's, for me now, being strong. Kasi parang, instead of, manipulating their emotions before, tapos parang, you're trying to suck out their, yung parang the energies that they have. So ngayon, parang you are giving yours. Hindi yung ikaw yung kumukuha. So, yun, ang hirap din, bago ko natanggal yung old mindset na yun. But by God's grace, Thank you, Lord, diba? So, yeah, right now I'm wearing red, but it's not something, from the past. Ayun lang.
Ayun, parang kanina, nung sinabi ni Sister Riz na yun nga, naka-red dress, tapos red lipstick, parang gusto ko, ano yung lipstick ko?
Ay,
Joke lang.
ako rin, alam.
Usap tayo na mag-red. Natatawa ako kasi parating naalala si Mama kapag nagsasend ako ng picture sa kanya or kapag yung mga, kapag may ma-events, tapos tanong niya, bakit hindi red ang lipstick mo? Girl! Sabi niya, ganun siya.
Oo nga si girl, diba? Siya yun eh.
Gusto ko lang talaga yan, no? Kasi natuwa ko sa sinabi ni Therese kanina nga, yun nga, JC knew her before, during, and after your Christ encounter. So, wala lang, nagkakakilig lang. And tama nga yun sa mga pastrong, and independent.
Exactly, pa-strong.
Mga pastrong, actually. But maganda nga yung support system talaga, especially yun nga, husband, mga special, bakit hindi ko masabi? So, yun. Others, diba? Na, who would really be courageous enough to know the pa-strong women that we are. Kasi, pa-strong lang naman kami. Pero
Hashtag, pa-strong.
Ayun. So, girl, thank you, Therese. Next naman, si, ano ba yung cycle natin kanina? Si Chris.
Okay, siguro ako will share about my experience. Siguro, medyo natawa lang ako. One comment COVID. Ito talaga yung sinabi niya sa sabi niya, ikaw kasi, ang dami ginagawa. Yung talagang master ka pa, nag-booking ka pa. Sobrang mahirapan ka na makahanap ng love life din. So, medyo natawa talaga ako dun sa comment. And another, parang sabi, friend, naku, yung pagbe-baking na lang yung maging asawa mo. So, yun yung mga medyo funny comments. Sobrang talagang medyo iaano mo yun. Sige na nga, sabi nila medyo you will be, parang you will believe those mga things na sinabi sa'yo. Siguro nung na-receive ko yung mga ganun ko, medyo natawa na lang ako. And para kasi sa akin, yung single life is the moment you parang enjoy making the most out of your life habang waiting for the right person. And preparing yourself. So there is no there's nothing wrong of improving yourself, doing really what you love, and getting affected by the people, yung mga comment ng people. Sometimes they are more, especially sa mga single sisters na who are experiencing pressure sa mga paligid. Kasi minsan mas pressured pa yung mga tao na kapaligid sa atin na when are you getting married? So they were affected by these comments or these side comments by the people around them. Pero if you know yourself, yung dreams of, and if you are happy and comfortable din sa sarili mo, you will not get affected by these mga comments by the other people.
True. Ganun din. Feeling ko ganun yung common na sinasabi sa atin, especially tayong mga single na na alam mo yun, hindi ko din talaga magets yung mga perception ng mga tao na parang sige, ganun na lang, kaya ka hindi nagkaka-boyfriend or kaya ka single kasi parang masyadong strong yung personality, yung ganun, parating. Diba? Feeling ko yun naman yung common na I know lahat tayo nasabihan siguro na intimidating.
Yes.
True. Sorry.
Ganun. Pero gusto ko lang, hi Caleb! Caleb, makinig ka. Kasi you are a product of Thank you, Sis Therese. Next naman, Sis Vham.
So, my turn. Misconception for being a strong and independent woman. Sa tingin ko, being in the community, not particularly sa pista, or being in the community sa mga kaibigan or sa family na strong ka, minsan yung nagiging misconception nila na you never get hurt. Dahil ako yung shock absorber, ako yung confident. So they tend to have this in mind na magiging understanding ako all the time. Na I will find solutions all the time to all the problems that they are telling me. Na ako yung gagawa ng solutions or ako yung magsasabi ng solutions. Well, willing naman ako to do that. But sometimes, may mga pagkakataon din kasi na napapagod ka. Lalo dun sa mga tao na di ba ginagawa kanyang confident, paulit-ulit yung sinasabi ng problema, pero hindi naman niya, ini-enjoy niya yung sitwasyon. Tapos kapag nagsabi ka ng enough na may kakaroon ng conception na iba kasi yung personality mo, so hindi mo ko naiintindihan. Parang it-turn out, negative yung pagiging strong mo. It turn out na hindi mo siya tutulungan. Tapos, siguro din ganun ako. Kagaya nung nasabi ko kanina, yung sa strong independent woman, na you acknowledge your flaws and your weaknesses. Yung siguro para sa akin, nagiging mahirap sa ibang taong kakakilala sa akin na tanggapin nila ako, na ako din nasasaktan ako. Na ako din, nahihirapan ako. Kasi siguro, pag na-use yung tao sa paligid mo na giver ka, tapos dumating yung time na ikaw naman nag-stop ka lang kasi napagod ka. So, hindi nila masyadong observe na gusto mo rin namang makatanggap o gusto mo rin namang maka-receive or gusto mo rin namang mag-pause for a while para maramdaman mo rin naman sa sarili mo na kailangan mo naman sila, hindi lang yung palaging ikaw. I guess, yun yung isa sa nagiging misconception na parang hindi mo kailangan ng tulong. Parang ikaw lang yung palaging dapat na tulong. Well, in realize so, knowing Jesus more is like, acknowledging na nandyan siya. Yung after acknowledging it, you have to do something. You have to make an action. Na ano man na magiging resulta ng ginagawa mo. Kahit sabihin mo man sa kanila na nasaan ka, o makakasakit man yung sinabi mo sa kanila. Kasi, tough love diba? Yung mga strong and independent woman, sila yung minsan madalas magbigay ng tough love. Kung tough love man yung ibigay mo, you have to trust the result of it. Kasi, niniwala ka na para sa ikabubuti na yun.
Girl, I feel you. Yung parang wala kang karapatang mapagod. Wala kang mapagod, wala kang karapatang masaktan. Kasi parating dapat ikaw. Yung minsan na-feel ko dun yan, na parang kapag gusto mo nang maging vulnerable nga, tsaka nagsabi ka, tapos parang binabrush off yung sentiments mo. Kasi hindi ikaw. Lahat pwede mapagod, hindi pwede si Vham. Yung parang lahat pwede masaktan.
Correct. Totoo yan.
Yan. Parang ganun. Pero, ayun na, makinig kayo para malaman nyo din naman yung mga pinagdadaanan namin. Pag-iusap naman kapag time out.
Tao din kami.
Ano nga yung kanta yan? Hindi ako si Darna. Diba ganun? Wala sa kapangyarihan. Hindi mo sasaktan ka. Ay, tao yan Naalala ko lang. True, ayan. Ay, nako. Makinig kayong lahat para malaman nyo kapag kailangan namin ng me time. Respeto. Respeto lang yung
Battery.
Hindi, ayun. Mabuti na rin talaga. Gusto ko talagang gumawa talaga ng series at mga episodes about dito para maintindihan nila tayo.
True.
Ayun. Thank you, sisters. Di ba, grabe, nakulang talaga yung oras natin. Pero last na lang. Eto na, dito na tayo sa final, final message to all the women.
I think you have to speak out. Oo. Regardless if you're women or men, whatever is in your heart, you have to speak out. At saka huwag kayong matakot na mag-share dun sa taong, syempre, alam mong pakikinggan ka. Kasi, at this situation or at this time, yung nararanasan natin sa kasalukuyan, importante na meron tayong nakakausap. Napaka-limited ng na-access natin physically kasi 'di ba most of us nagtatrabaho sa bahay at saka hindi na ganun karami yung socialization natin, pero importante na you were able to speak out whatever is in your heart. Okay? Pero yun, syempre, i-choose mo yung taong kakausapin mo. Importante yun. Kasi, nagmamature naman tayo. Ibig sabihin naman pagmamature, nakikilala natin yung mga taong na-encounter natin. Ayun, yung komportable ka na sabihin ko ano yung nasa puso mo o nasa isip mo. At the same time, kung hindi ka makakita ng tao na nakakausapin, you have to talk to God. Yung mag-pray, napakalaking bagay nun, napakalaking impluensya na at this situation, nakilala mo yung sarili mo, ano yung relationship mo kay God, na you have this intimate relationship with Him as your big confidant. Ayun, na speak out, sabihin sa kanya lahat ng laman ng puso mo. Huwag mong dalhin sa utak mo lang o sa isip mo na ikaw lang mag-isa. Kasi hindi ibig sabihin na independent ka, na strong ka, ay ikaw lang yung makakagawa ng lahat. Huwag natin kakalimutan na meron tayong nasa itaas, meron tayong Panginoon, meron tayong makapangyarihan or the God Almighty na siya yung gagabay sa ating lahat. So yun, you have to speak out. Share it with your family member or the friend na trusted mo. But most, talk to God. Yun yung napaka-importante. Lalong-lalo sa mga nakakaranas ng anxiety or hindi pa lang ina-acknowledge or na-identify na nagkaka-anxiety sila, yung marami kang worries, marami kang what if, marami kang burden sa buhay na inaalala na hindi pa naman dumadating pero iniisip mo na natural sa atin yun. I have to tell you honestly na natural sa atin mag-isip or mag-anticipate ng mga bagay-bagay. Pero wag naman masyado na i-anticipate mo yung mangyayari as negative. We have to look at the positive side, yung positibo hindi sa positive side na kahit nakakaranas tayo ng maraming problema, we have to think na pagising natin sa umaga, it's a blessing. Count your blessing the moment na dumilat yung mata mo, huminga ka, nakita mo yung mahal mo sa buhay, kausap mo sila, natawid mo sa, or you were able to have food on your table kasi you are lucky. Small things na nararanasan mo, it's considered as a blessing. So we as women, we are known na caring, loving, na nurturing our families. Pero we have to acknowledge also na kailangan din natin yun. And we have to inform those people na mahal natin na kailangan din nila tayong i-nurture. I-identify natin yun sa kanila. That's all. And this is all us.
Wow, thank you, Sis Vham. Speak out to family and friends and of course to God. Thank you, Sis Chris.
Sige, ako na. Siguro, for us women, it's important na bigyan natin ng pansin yung outer appearance natin. But I think what is more important is as we work, give attention to our outer appearance. Sana mas we give more of what's within, of making beautiful yung ano yung nasa loob. And for us single women, we're pressured by the people around us. For a single woman, especially those who's experiencing like comments na masyado ka kasing intimidating or you have a very strong personality kaya men are got intimidated. Siguro I got the best advice from a spiritual mentor na sabi niya sa akin, I just want to share na parang a mature man will recognize you as a gem. So they will not get intimidated, but they will get turned on or get impressed of who you are as a strong woman. And as you are waiting for your right guy or your right man, continue immersing yourself in the Lord. You prepare yourself as Miss Right, diba? As you search for your Mr. Right, you make sure you prepare yourself as Miss Right then. And this is the time that we enjoy kung sino man enjoy our singlehood, making the most out of our life as a single woman, and continue to surround yourself as very mga women that would lift you up, that will bring you closer kay Lord, and continue doing what you love, and everything that you do, syempre, you acknowledge the Lord. I think that's it.
Ayun, ang dami. Oo. Wala lang akong masabi. That's true. Tama yun. Naalala ko, meron akong ginawa din yan eh. I think sa, kay Tita Ditas ata yun na talk about yan sa parang if you want to meet the man of your dreams, you have to be the woman of your dreams. Parang ganon. Ganon yung thought na, so yun nga, equipping muna while waiting for Mr. Right. Hindi scam na Mr. Right. Thank you, crazy girl. Sige. Sister Therese, Mama Nurture.
Ayan. For me, for those women who are maybe undergoing some, trying to get to know their calling, or maybe you're still on your way on being strong and independent, what I would want to tell you is there is strength in acknowledging your weaknesses, and more so in embracing them, because when you have that, you have this armor that almost nobody else can bring you down. Kasi maybe they can talk to you about it, they can bring that up, maybe the mistakes that you did in the past, but when you are when you fully embrace them, and you wouldn't be afraid of talking about it. And the thing is, when you are actually the one talking about it, that means you've already moved on, diba? So don't be afraid to get yourself out there and share your own unique story, because the message of God is in your own uniqueness and in your own life story, authored by Him and Him alone. So go for it, keep going, and we're cheering for you.
Yay! Wow, thank you very much. Grabe, oo nga, kulang na kulang yung I know, madami pa tayong mga kwento nga na gustong i-share. But I think the first episode of WWD season, sobrang na, sobrang punong-puno ng inspirasyon. At kahit ako mismo ko na kinikilig din ako listening to stories. And I'm so excited to share this to the world. Siguro yun lang, i-summarize ko lang din yung pulot ko sa inyo, no, yun nga, all throughout nga talaga in our journey, yung tama nga yun, na parang we're always a work in progress, kasi hindi naman parang kapag paano yun, kapag perfect ka na, parang what's the use of tomorrow pa, diba? And there is so much more to learn and to discover and to explore, kumbaga, in our womanhood, in our life. And yun, yung napulot ko talaga is yun nga, honor your journey and honor God through your womanhood. And gusto ko lang din i-share sa mga for those listening na parang walang spiritual community or what, isa sa mga favorite ko na ano ba na ganap or na event sa sa LOJ is yung jewels. Oh, eto mga kasama ko
Yeah.
to nagpuyat din
Yes.
yung jewels online.
Correct.
Diba? And yun nga, it's anong ibig sabihin na jewels? Jesus in every
And
woman
everything women.
empowered to love and serve. So yun,
Amen.
we are strong and independent women. That's why we are jewels, kumbaga. So yun, parang ayokong tapusin, pwede ba?
Huwag na natin tapusin. Gawin natin 3 hours.
Dapat pala nag-live na lang tayo.
Di ba tayo yung magkakasama first Love Life Retreat?
Yes! First batch!
First batch.
Sabi ni Sis Dayan, ulit daw. Gagawin niyang live.
Go.
Shout out sa mga sa mga ka-jewels namin dyan, sa lahat ng mga sisters sa Jewels Group. At saka sa mga nag-love life from batch 1 to batch 5. O, di ba? Ayun, last
Yes.
any announcement, magpa-plug.
Once again, Miss naging formal. Sis Dayan, thank you.
Business na ito, business na.
Nagbago ng role eh.
Nagbago ng hat.
Sis Dayan, thank you for this. Actually, first time ko to na in-interview. Tapos, kilala ko yung nag-interview sa akin. Mas masaya pala to kaysa yung hindi mo kilala yung mga kasama mo. Anyway, I have a YouTube channel. It's called Mama Nurtures, MOMMA space NURTURES. And I have a live series every Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays at 3 o'clock Philippine time. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, hindi AM. Diba? Ayan. So, it's a series called Spreading Hope and Positivity using your social media platforms. So, I hope to see you there. It's mostly actually a community of moms, pero of course, all individuals are welcome naman. If you want to be inspired and blessed, like Sis Diana's platform here. So, ayun lang. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I have also the same handle. It's Mama Nurture. So, ayan. Thank you so much, Diane.
Thank you, Mama Nurtures. Si Fairy Cakes.
Parang nabanggitan ni Sis Dayan kanina. Nurse and at the same time online entrepreneur. So, please follow my Instagram account, fairycakes_doha. So you will see a lot of my buttercream works.
Yay!
And also, just wait for my announcement for my courses for beginners of buttercream flowers piping. So hopefully, ayos na lahat. After this COVID, I would release my announcement for the class.
Pa-follow na lang din po from the Instagram. That's Ubud Workshops. Since Sis Therese and Sis Les. For LOJP Qatar, for those na interested na wala pang community, PM is the key. Yes, PM is the key. Hindi approach us. Sis Dayan, Sis Therese, Sis Chris. Opo. We love to see you there. Thank you, Sis Dayan. Thank you so much. It's an honor na makasama ka dito. Alam mo yung sobrang, kahit nga makasama ka magkape or magchikahan lang in a few hours or a few minutes, sobrang saya na namin.
Sobrang nakakatawa.
Diba? How much more this one? Nakaka-honor ito. Thank you so much.
Salamat. Sobrang the joy is mine. Alam mo yung sobrang miss ko kayo na feel ko ang dami-dami natin kailangang i-catch up. Tapos alam niyo yun, umupo lang tayo isang oras mahigit, pero parang sob na ako.
Kami hindi pa.
Pero hindi kami naman pa talaga in person. Iba talaga yung yung nakukurot mo, yung nahahampas mo kapag
Correct.
Yun, so thank you very much sa oras, and thank you for our listeners and viewers in advance. I-share nyo to, ha? If you have been blessed, if you're blessed by any way by our episode, please do share to other women and even men, and to everyone na kilala nyo, and you know that who will be blessed as well. So this has been episode 1. Always remember that God loves you, and take care, and God bless you until the next episode of Wednesdays with Diana.
Wednesdays.
Season
Season 2.
Season 2.